I cannot damn well believe you. What's the deal with that beat-up piece of crap house? I can't believe you fooled me like this.
Right, Wendy, how did I fool you? Look, I'm so confused. What the hell's gotten into you? Flipping out and storming back home like that all of a sudden? And that's not all. You think just because the yard of the abandoned house next door was full of empty buckets gives you any damn right to pour the rainwater in them all over me? I stink because of you. There was mud and all kinds of nasty stuff in there. And there's such a thing as a line, and you crossed it. And what's beat up piece of crap house supposed to mean?
I'll call a spade, and a beat-up piece of crap house a beat-up piece of crap house. That fancy watch your mom bought you to celebrate you getting a job, that exotic tie pin your grandpa got you, those old Victorian fountain pen collections your dad keeps. Granted, they're not the typical luxuries you associate with wealth, but when I stopped to think about it, I realized they must have actually been pretty expensive. You don't see stuff like that every day, right? So I concluded your family must be rich. But then when we actually drive over to meet them, far from my expectations of a magnificent, stately home, I find nothing but a beat-up piece of crap house that looks ready to fall apart any second.
What the hell is with you? Wait a sec. Let me get this straight, Wendy. Does this mean the only reason you dated me for 2 years was because you thought I was the son of a rich family?
What's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with wanting your husband to make enough money to provide you with a stable life? Go on, I'm waiting. A man's value is determined by the size of his wallet, and it's a woman's right to have expectations. That's one thing I'll never budge on, and I ain't ashamed to say it.
I'm not going to try and invalidate your views, because there are as many different ways of thinking as there are people in the world. But I have to draw the line at pretending you want to meet my parents as a pretext to scope out how much money they have. I only brought you along because I thought you were excited to meet them. What's worse, you barely even looked at the place for 5 minutes before deciding it wasn't up to whatever your standards is for what my parents' house is supposed to look like.
Oh, believe me, Mark, I took a very good look. That's why I got pissed and went home. Scammer. Brokey.
I don't understand you at all.
No, I'm the one who doesn't understand you poverty-stricken broke loser. Me and you are so done. I'm breaking up with you. If you want to be in with a shot at putting a ring on this finger, I suggest you get a better job and start making more money. Oopsie, my bad. That's not going to be possible, is it? Who am I trying to fool? There's no way a broke loser raised in a piece of crap house like that could ever afford to have a beauty like me on his arm.
I don't think of myself as poor at all, actually. Real wealth is on the inside, and I had a great upbringing full of love. You won't get any objections from me on the breakup.
Real wealth is on the inside? Oh, God, what kind of fairy tales did those broke-ass parents of yours raise you on? Cringe. Wait, what? You don't care that I'm breaking up with you?
Not in the least. It seems like you've been making all kinds of crazy misunderstandings about me, but one thing is for sure, our views on the world are totally different. Turn into a freaking fire-breathing dragon as soon as you see something you don't like. And what's more, to top it off, you pour a bucket of water over my head. How could I possibly spend the rest of my life with someone like you?
You're right. All right, well, that's that then. I want the 2 years I just wasted with you back. I have never been so wrong about someone in my life. See ya, you sad, pitiful, tragic, broke loser. Hey, Mark. Has it already been 5 years? I have the weirdest feeling that time's passing both super fast and really slowly at the same time. I guess 5 years should have been sufficient for you to get your act together enough that you're finally worthy of putting a ring on my finger. That's great, babe. I'm so excited to hear about how hard you've been working. Well, where are you living these days? I'm getting my stuff together right now, so make sure you let me know before I move in tomorrow, okay? Mark? Like, hello? You gonna reply sometime? Tell me where you live already. You're not gonna leave your favorite person in the whole wide world hanging like this, are ya? After I so kindly went out of my way to message you after all this time? You do realize that normally in this situation, it's you who should be sending out the first olive branch? Hello? Ugh, tell me your new address already. Hello? Why won't you reply to me? Ugh! I know you can see my messages because they all have the little tick mark on them. It's time to man up. Marky Mark, hurry and tell me your address before I die of old age. By the way, I decided to go check out that beat-up piece of crap old house to see if you or your folks were still around. I was hoping maybe you were super rich now and it had been knocked down and had a big lavish mansion built in its place, you know, across the whole area where those abandoned houses used to be. But sheesh, I was so disappointed when I realized it was just some regular detached house. Plus, I could see some young family through the window of what used to be your mom and dad's place. So, putting two and two together, I guess you all moved away? Hurry up and tell me your new address now! Now! Ugh! Why won't you answer my messages? You do want to get back with me, don't you? Address! Now! Fast!
God damn it. What the hell do you want?
Aha! Mark! You're alive. Finally replied, my sweet darling. So, where do you live? I'm ready to move into your mansion and become part of the upper class. It's finally my turn to join the ranks of society's chosen few.
I've no idea what you're talking about. You do know we broke up, don't you?
Sure, maybe we did break up, but you want to get back with me, right?
And what could possibly make you think that?
Haven't you heard about all the rumors from our old classmates?
Rumours?
I saw the article online. Mark, interview with the young hotshot CEO set to take America by storm. How amazing are you? I was so shocked. I can't believe you're doing front page interviews with major media companies now. You really have moved up in the world, huh, baby? It's all they're talking about in our old college group chat right now.
Sure, I know about the article. What does it have to do with you?
Everything. In fact, I can only think it was fate that one of the guys found it and posted it in the chat.
No, it most definitely has nothing to do with you. My life is none of your business.
Stop playing hard to get, silly. The reason you worked so hard to get rich after we broke up is because you want to marry me, right?
Excuse me?
I told you before, right? That if you wanted to be in with a shot at putting a ring on this finger, then you should get a better job and make more money. And you actually did it. I am so proud of you, baby. I can't believe someone raised in a beat-up piece of crap house like that made it all the way to the top of a major company. And all to win my heart? Oh God, Mark, I think I'm gonna melt. Well, you did it. You made the grade. Congratulations, baby. All right, let's get married. So, where do you live?
But you're already married.
Huh?
I was a little confused when I saw those nonsensical messages you spammed me with before. It was all too sudden and suspicious for me, so I did some digging. And when I did, I discovered that you married some corporate boss in his 50s straight after we broke up, but that he eventually divorced you for spending his money like it grew on trees. Guy number 2 was young CEO of venture startup, but he divorced you when he found out you were cheating on him after the kid came out half black. As for your third and current husband, he found out not only were you cheating on him, but also that you were hiding the fact you were a 2-time divorcee with kids by forcing your relatives to look after them. Needless to say, this one's going to end in divorce too.
No way.
Obviously, sucker number 3 is demanding compensation for your betrayal. But since your family already disowned you and you have no one else to rely on to dig you out of the hole you got yourself into, you're totally screwed. And this all just happened to coincide with my interview hitting the news.
Yep, it's just like you say. It's true, I do have kids, and I am set to be hit with my third divorce. But if you love me so much that you worked hard enough over these last 5 years to be getting front-page interviews with major magazines just to be in with a shot at winning me back, then surely none of that matters, right?
You're categorically wrong at the fundamental level, so allow me to correct your insane assumptions one by one.
Correct me? About what?
First of all this stuff about my mum and dad's house being a beat-up piece of crap. I see you went snooping around the neighbourhood and were upset to find a regular old detached house where my mum and dad used to live. And you were right, none of us live there anymore. We sold both the house and the land it was built on.
Huh?
However, since my dad still owns the abandoned house next door, I still park my car there when I head down to see everyone. My mum and dad actually live on the next block now.
Wait a sec. It's not that big stately mansion with the classical portico and Ferrari in the drive, is it?
Bingo. My dad sold the old house just after my granddad passed away 2 years ago. When we were getting on top of everything with the inheritance arrangement, me and my parents had separate houses built, so now we live apart.
Wow, really? It sounds like you guys came into some money, huh? Hurry up and give me your new address. My divorce with this husband is pretty much guaranteed at this point, so I can move in with you right away. How does tomorrow sound?
Like my worst nightmare. As for the next correction, my efforts at work had absolutely nothing to do with you.
Huh?
It was for my parents who always supported me in what I wanted to do. And my fiancé, who I've been dating for 3 years, we got engaged last year.
Huh? What the hell? You mean you've been seeing another woman?
We broke up 5 years ago, Wendy. What the hell does it have to do with you if I've been seeing another woman or not?
It has everything to do with me. I'll do everything in my power to make sure this wedding is not allowed to go through. Mark my words.
If you've got enough time and energy to do pointless crap like that, wouldn't it make more sense to get a job and lay the financial groundwork for your post-divorce life?
It's not pointless. I just know that if you meet up with me, the flame of our passion will be ignited and you'll be madly in love with me all over again.
You're nuts.
Ugh, just give me some more time. Soon everything will fall into place. Mark, what's going on here? Are you telling me this isn't your wedding?
Huh? Wedding? What are you talking about?
I saw on your Insta page about a wedding today.
I don't have an Insta page.
Huh?
My friends try and get me to use it all the time, but as far as I can tell, it's a waste of time and a productivity killer. My responsibilities as CEO are much more important than using some app. I can't afford to be careless with my time management with the company being set to make its next big break. And I don't see why I'd run the risk of one of our competitors picking up on my posts, or worse, ending up with an internet pitchfork mob after me over something stupid.
Whose Insta was I looking at then?
I don't know. Someone with the same name as me?
Huh?
I don't know then.
No way. Is it really not you? You're not just playing hard to get like you always used to.
Does the account have my face on it?
Well, no.
It's actually impressive you were so convinced it was me that you were wrong.
Begging you, please. I just went to the wrong couple's wedding.
Excuse me? You did what now?
I was sure this Insta making all these wedding posts belonged to you, and they kept making posts with detailed info on the date and venue. I figured that was your romantic way of inviting me. But when I barged into the chapel in my wedding dress, I didn't recognize anybody. There was just some random couple standing at the altar, and everyone was staring at me. Ugh. It was horrible. They said I ruined their wedding, and now they're claiming I owe them money? How crazy is that? They say if I don't pay them compensation and cover the costs of the wedding, they'll take me to court.
Are you a complete moron? Actually, don't answer that. What makes you think I'd help you? You're the one who ruined your own life by barging into a stranger's wedding, based on some nonsensical, deluded assumption. None of this crap has anything to do with me.
Oh my god. You'd throw your fiancé away like this?
Really? You still saying that? My fiancée is a different woman. And to be more precise, we're actually already married.
Wait, what?
We got married at the end of last month. She's not my fiancée, she's my wife.
Last month? But you didn't tell me about it.
Did I need to?
Oh my god.
Oh, give me a break already, Wendy. I'm so sick and tired of your crap, it's hard to put into words. This conversation is over. Bye.
No, wait. Fine, if you're not gonna marry me, at least do something about all this money they're saying I owe them. Mark, please.
Where do I even start? I thought I'd finally seen the back of that lunatic after she insulted my family and broke up with me. But then she appeared out of nowhere, asking me to take her back. Ultimately, her false hopes turned out to be based on the mother of all misunderstandings that came about after she jumped to the wrong conclusion in desperation to get herself out of the mess she had made. Apparently, the couple whose wedding she ruined charged her $50,000 in compensation, which she ended up having to go into debt to pay off. Last I heard, she had no choice but to give her kids up for adoption, and now she's working day and night just to keep the lights on in her shabby, worn-out apartment. I told my wife about what went down with my psycho ex, and she put it nice and succinctly. So she bungee jumped into a life of debt-filled misery to satisfy her unquenchable thirst for rich men. Sad. Hearing it put so simply actually kind of blew my mind. I guess in her own weird way, all Wendy wanted was to be happy. But where did it get her? It got me thinking about what happiness really is. One thing's for sure, the whole thing's been a pretty thought-provoking experience. I like to think that we can learn from everyone, and if Wendy taught me anything, it's that instead of relying on my parents' wealth, I should always work hard to live on the fruits of my own efforts.
Hello, Carol. You have to join the housewife luncheon this afternoon. I won't take no for an answer. Oh, hi, Helen. Okay, what I want, or shall I say demand that you do is to come over to my place right away, and I mean immediately. I want to demonstrate to you the difference between the wife of a regular employee and that of a chief manager. I'm sure you know where I live, right? I mean, everyone knows. It's common knowledge among us housewives. You know the place right in front of the station, right? The one with the doorman? You can't really miss it. Oh yes, and we're on top floor. Just ask the front desk guy. His name is James, nice fellow. He'll guide you right up, no problem. I'm pretty sure I explained to you the other day, but I work all day during the week, so that's impossible. I know you told me that the last time we met, but you must realize that it's unthinkable to refuse the leader of the housewives. Therefore, I demand that you come over here right away. I'm really sorry, Helen, but I'm on an urgent business trip at the moment in New York. Did you just say New York? You mean like New York City? Yes, that's right. New York City, the Big Apple, and what's more, but I won't be back until the day after tomorrow. Wait, pardon me? Am I really hearing you correctly? Dear God, it's as if you went on some sort of holiday without my permission. Everyone knows you need my permission to make such trips. I didn't make myself clear, right? I said I'm on a business trip right now in New York. But New York is a tourist destination. You know, the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, that's where tourists go. So people don't go there for business. You really shouldn't use your business position to take a tourist vacation to the city. That is really a no-no. Tourist vacation? That's right, a tourist vacation. And besides, what's a penniless housewife like yourself taking a holiday anyways? Right. Hey, Helen, can I ask you a simple question? Do you know the difference between a business trip and a holiday? If not, I would urge you to Google it. I assure you, I'm not here in New York on vacation. You can even check with my office if you'd like. I really can't believe you would disobey me. I demand that you cancel that vacation right this minute and join our housewife's luncheon. I'm not fooling around here, Carol. I expect to see you here this afternoon on the dot. I'm really sorry. I have an important business meeting coming up. I really can't be bothered by all this. Pardon me? I really must be going, Helen. Goodbye. Carol, don't you dare hang up on me. We haven't concluded this conversation. I really can't believe that woman. Why does she have to be so difficult? Hello, Carol. A few days ago, you said that you work during the week, so you're not able to attend the housewife's luncheon, isn't that right? So I thought what you said and I decided to hold it on Saturday. What do you say? This Saturday? Well, I have to work in the morning, but I'm available in the afternoon. Oh, well, that's a bit of a surprise. You seem quite compliant. I may be not able to attend every single luncheon, and I really don't want to keep refusing. It would not be fair to you, so I think I can make time to attend this Saturday. Well, that's so considerate of you, but you have 2 days off a week and all you can muster is a little time off Saturday afternoon? I can understand that you have work and all, but I suppose you don't have much money and you need to work as much as you can provide for your family. Yes, well, I can definitely sympathize with your plight. Yes, well, the client I'm currently dealing with has Sunday and Monday as their days off, so that's why people dealing with this client and the project we are setting up to have meeting on our days off sometimes. I see, but not really. I'm a simple housewife, so, I don't really know about such matters. As I recall, your husband is the sales manager for D Corporation, is that right? Oh, I see you did your homework. Yes, that's right. As a matter of fact, we've been doing business with your company for a little while now. Hold on a second. My husband's company does business with yours? Is that what you're saying? Really? Now that's good to hear. Okay, if that's the case, this changes everything. For the next luncheon, I really must organize an extravagant luncheon for you then. Right. I look forward to it. Hey, Carol, good morning. I take it you're headed over here now, am I right? Oh, hello, Helen. Yes, I just finished work, so I should be able to arrive there right about noon. Well, that's good to hear. I've prepared something special, so I hope you get here soon. This is going to be a wonderful luncheon. Oh my, Carol, are you seeing this? I can't believe that you suddenly left just because I accidentally spilled coffee on you. And anyhow, the coffee wasn't that hot. It's not as if you got burned or anything. Why are you so upset over a simple mistake? You're so touchy. I don't care what the temperature of the coffee was. What I'm pissed off about is you splashed that cup of coffee right in my face. That was no accident and everyone knows it. Still, it wasn't a big deal. You're overreacting way too much. Let's take a deep breath and talk like normal folks, why don't we? I realize that you're poor and that you have no time to think about relationship or friends, but when I started talking about how my husband is a successful businessman and that he concluded a major deal with a top corporation, that's when I looked over at you. You had this huge frown on your face. You looked furious. I realized that you're always going on off your business trips, so I figured you must be assigned to the marketing department of your company, right? I bet you were jealous that my husband was able to snag that big project, that isn't it? It's just so obvious. I know my husband is the top sales manager, but I really wish you wouldn't get so envious of my husband. It's really undignified if you ask me. Oh, I see. So to you, I looked like I was jealous of your husband's success. That's why I looked upset? You know what, Carol? You really wear your emotions on your sleeve. I could read you a mile away. Your envy lit up like a neon sign. I was so overwhelmed by that jealousy that, this may sound strange, but it scared me, and I instinctively threw my cup of coffee in your face. So it really was not my intention. It was that look on your face that did. Frankly speaking, I loathe people like you, Carol. Yeah, well, likewise. Just to reiterate one more time, you're saying that it was your husband that said the major project that our company concluded was all because of your husband's marketing and negotiation skills? Is that what you said? That's right. The project was concluded by the M Corporation, a multi-million-dollar corporation. Well, that is sort of strange if you ask me. Strange? How? What I'm saying is, I distinctively remember that the sales rep that always come to our office was much younger and was a woman. Excuse me? Your company? Are you saying? I doubt it. Are you an employee of M Corporation? Well, there are various problems that came up, so on Monday I wanted to discuss this matter with the person responsible for this project at our office. I really don't know what you're talking about. It all depends on the outcome of the discussion on Monday, but this entire business deal with your husband's company will probably be terminated. Wait, pardon me? Regarding this matter, like I said, we will discuss it with all involved and we will convey our conclusions directly to your husband's office. Carol, what is this about? I mean, terminate? What are you saying? Okay, I better go. Goodbye, Helen. Carol, pick up! I want you to do something about this right now. What is it? I'm in the middle of dinner. Can't this wait? My husband says he's gonna divorce me. Excuse me? I had to invite you to that luncheon. As a result, my husband's company found out that he took credit for the big project with M Corporation. I was even reprimanded for spilling coffee on you, for God's sake. What do you want me to say? This is a problem between husband and wife. It's none of my business. Work it out between you two if that's all. It does concern you. You had to blab all about this to the company. What? Because of jealousy? This is important. I can't get divorced. No way that's happening. It's your fault. You do something about it. Helen, are you even listening? This has nothing to do with me. Talk to your husband. You guys work it out. It was everything to do with you. Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to know you were the president of M Corporation? I thought you were just a sales rep. And I had no idea that my husband took credit for the deal with your company. How was I supposed to know that? I took him at his word. He said he made a deal. Well, even if you didn't know anything about this, the fact remains that your husband took credit for the deal and was set to get promoted. Just talk to the people involved and reinstate that deal that was in place between M&D Corporation. Simple. My husband won't get promoted, but he'll survive, and our marriage survives. So please. Oh, I forgot. The project hasn't been terminated. Wait, really? That's great. But there are conditions. Conditions? Yes. Your husband took all the credit for this project, but we want all that rescinded and all credit and promotion be given to the saleswoman who worked hard to get this project off the ground. I already put such a request at D Corporation. But that would mean my husband would be demoted. No, he would get fired for this. I can't agree to that. Please take that back. Tell them it was all a mistake. I insist my husband run the project, please. What's the difference who runs the project? It's all the same. You're not listening, Helen. I said I already sent the request to the head of the D Corporation. They are already aware of the details regarding this matter. But you can't. This is a business matter between two companies. This has nothing whatsoever to do with your personal problems. I hope you understand that, Helen. Just because I spilled coffee on you, you didn't have to go this far and ruin our marriage. Helen, you have this all wrong. I want to be perfectly clear. I didn't bring up the matter regarding whether to terminate this project just because you splashed me with coffee. That coffee incident and business matters, they are completely separate. This matter of your husband deceiving his co-workers and taking credit for the project in order to get promoted is a business matter that will be dealt with within the company. This is not a personal feud between you and me, Helen. Understand that. With regards to the unfortunate coffee incident, that's a personal matter and we'll deal with that some other time. One more time, let me reiterate. Personal matters are one thing and business another. I have no intention of mixing the two. Please don't get the two mixed up. Carol, what is this? You're asking me to pay damages? Why me? What is this? Some kind of sick joke? Good evening, Helen. Did you know that intentionally splashing hot coffee on someone is a crime? It is considered assault. Hold on a second. What are you saying, Carol? Oh, and all that trash talk about me, that I'm some penniless housewife, that I eat cheap junk food? You also spread all kinds of lies about how I was heavily in debt and I borrowed money from shady loan sharks. Oh, and here's the best one, that all my business trips are actually rendezvous with a boyfriend. Apparently, I was having an affair. Seems you were spreading such lies to all the other housewives and who probably spread it to their friends. I'm sure a lot of them believed, and to be honest, it is emotionally quite distressing, not only to me but to my husband and kids. That's what the damages are for. This is going way too far, Carol. How am I supposed to pay for this? My husband will divorce me. I'm in no position to pay such a thing. Getting divorced is more than enough of a penalty. Do you want to make me suffer? Helen, I told you I would take care of personal matters separately, right? Like I said 100 times, person matters are one thing and business another. If you don't agree to pay the compensation, my only remaining choice is to press charges. I can't believe you, Carol. You're living in that tiny apartment, but in actuality you're a company president? What the hell is this all about? If I had known, I would never have made such a silly mistake. I think you got this whole thing mixed up, Helen. If you're talking about that little apartment near my daughter's kindergarten, I bought that place to use as an office. You know, to do remote work when I didn't have time. Excuse me? Remote work? Yes, Our company incorporated a system where employees could work remotely. But I didn't want to work at home, so I bought this place near my daughter's kindergarten. It was just more convenient. Our home is way over on the west side, in the Hillsdale neighborhood. Hillsdale? That expensive neighborhood near the golf course? Can we finish up here? I really have a lot to do today. Pardon me? I would rather that we communicate through my lawyer going forward. I really must get going. Goodbye, Helen. Wait, don't go yet. We need to talk about this. To be honest, my husband is also demanding that I pay compensation to him. Please, I beg of you, please don't make me suffer even more. Carol! Carol, are you there? Please answer me. A few days later, the full amount that I demanded was deposited into my account. I guess my lawyer called her and explained the whole thing to her, so she really had no choice about her husband demanding money from her, apparently. Helen was having an affair. I heard that the guy she was seeing was the father from a kindergarten. I probably know the guy. As for her husband, he was forced to resign. Helen obviously couldn't pay for all the damages that was thrust upon her, and ultimately, it was her folks that covered the costs. They weren't too happy about it, to say the least. Last I heard, she's working 2 jobs, day in, day out, to pay her debts. What's more, she apparently never worked a day in her life before. I later heard from one of the housewives that she received a line message from her complaining about the long and hard day she has to work. She was evidently sending all the housewives such messages on a regular basis. They got so tired of it that they blocked her from their line apps. Must have been quite an onslaught of messages.